team from the Pac-12, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. The play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the tight end. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
That last play is what you call a drive starter. They're out to the 47. It's first down. The give to the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. They start the season in the top 10. Ideal position to make a run. But what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start the season off. That first impression makes a big deal in all these voters, Jesse.
Yeah, I think a lot of these players are hungry to prove that top.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He's brought down. A short return, and the defense comes out on top of the pick. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Makes the grab. Nice route, nice catch by this receiver. What's important for a quarterback throwing the in route to a guy in the slot?
Well, I think he has to have great timing. I think the receiver needs to get his right depth so that they know exactly where each other is going to be and when the ball is going to be in the air. These two have outstanding timing with one another.
And the Huskies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Wow, how about the stop-start speed? That reminds you of Napoleon Kaufman or Bishop Sankey, Myles Gaskin, great Washington Husky running backs of years past that just made defenders look silly because of that stop-start ability. This dude has some wheels.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Right back to the well.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the
Well, really early in this game, you're seeing the ball hawks on both sides of the ball. Interception on the first drive of the game, and now they come out, and this defense gets a pick in return. There are a lot of dudes in the back end with speed, with the ability to close. What a phenomenal play by that young man just now to get the ball back to his offense.
And the Buckeyes in the hurry-up. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on third down? They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
Well, I'll tell you, it was a pretty dumb decision by the opponent to go for it so deep in their own end, and this offense now is making them pay for that. After getting the ball back.
Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
And that's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and it gets the ball out quick, gets it to them. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out, you recover it, a forced turnover.
Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Back to pass on second down. Get it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. Third and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. Get to have a little fun, go get the quarterback.
Throws for the tight end. And that third down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
They kick it away on fourth down. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it, and you didn't pick it up." He'll take a deep shot here. Gets it inside the 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Haul that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. That is what we call in the industry a defensive breakdown. That guy was loose for the big play.
Busted coverage, really, really bad execution. Somebody slips, somebody falls. Nothing about that defensively is something you're looking for, but the offense will take it and get the easy touchdown.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Utah is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Utes fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. Always fun to see two of the game's better teams duke it out at this point of the season. A good barometer, fellas, for both coaches.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle? Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing it away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. To the single back. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wants to go up top. Setting up the screen. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Going for 6. And the pass falls incomplete, and we are through one quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Running it to the right. Fights off the defender. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 10.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. He's got it. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Look out, he's got room.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American.
There we go! Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
The Huskies had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And he just held on to the football too long, and the defense rolled him out of bounds and forced the loss.
I tell you what, you got to love the way this defense attacks downhill. I mean, they see QB run, they pull the trigger. They're not waiting. There's not a lot of guys standing around watching, playing so fast, stringing that thing out, nowhere to go with the football. He can't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Running back searching for a hole. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
And this offense has gotten off to a good start on third down, but this is a different deal on third and long. Unloads to the wideout. Grab over the middle. It's Harris. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down?
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Got his man on the right. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
And the defense expected the run, and they got it. No gain. He just gets it back to the 2.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical. And early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across. Breaks into the open. Makes it past the marker. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
And how about that on third down? You give it to your playmaker in the backfield, and he's able to use his speed to go get the first.
And he's a guy that you should be focusing on with this offense. He's definitely a game breaker. He's a guy that they starred, going into this matchup that they had to stop. Third down, money down. You figured they might probably get him the football. They do, and they get the first down.
Well, really nice catch there getting the first down. This dude at wide receiver, man, he is a playmaker. You think about Ohio State and the recent run they've had on first-round picks at the position. Michael Thomas, Jackson Smith-Njigba, Garrett Wilson, Chris Olave. This guy keeps making plays like that. He's got an opportunity to go in the first round.
The Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. From the gun. Give on the inside.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your run.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Caught close to the marker. It's Miller. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
Right. Second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Going for it all. And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete. Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. And he can't find his man as he was trying pay off this red zone opportunity. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Got the big tight end on the corner route. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
I know we're only in game one, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he's going to bring this one out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Starts a drive trying to go up top. They're setting up the screen. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. And how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work.
Got his man downfield. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
Just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
Buys a little time with his feet. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Right, man. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Washington sends out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll take it on the return. Cover guys getting down to do their job, and they'll stop him at the 15. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Trying to beat the D deep. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And it's funny, right before that play, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this offense is just going to play conservative here with the field position, the fact they haven't scored a ton of points so far in this game, just run the ball and take it into halftime. No, they're being aggressive, and not just that. They're taking deep shots way down the field, but give the defense credit. They were ready for it, forcing that incompletion.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. They won't get it. It's a touchdown.
Can't start the second half any better than that. You're trying to come out of the locker room. You're trying to create some momentum. Taking the first kick of the third quarter back for a touchdown. That is exactly what this head coach was looking for from these players.
And he puts through the extra point. And he's not going to take the touchback. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Got the first down and more. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Looking downfield on first down. Gonna let it fly. He's got it inside the 30. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24.
And I love this offensive approach, man. All gas, no brakes. You got the lead, so what? Continue to do what you do. Find those one-on-one situations and continue to stay aggressive.
Wants to throw on first down. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, this defense was ready for goal. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. But if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a...
Turning it on. Picks up enough to get them first and 10 from the 13.
And that is so demoralizing for a defense. You played so well on first and second down, and then you have a breakdown on third. This defense has got to be better the next time they're faced in that situation.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Buckeyes. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
And he's going to bring this one out. He's got great speed. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Off the play fake. Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Oh, he's got some space. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on fourth down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
Finds space on the right. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field.
That much time for any good QB in college football is not going to equal success for the defense. The defense has to do a better job trying to get pressure on the quarterback. He's way too comfortable.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer.
Give him 6. Touchdown, Huskies. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Bringing it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
The big fella in the middle. Man, those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Grabbed in the middle. It's McCullough. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
For an offense, slant routes against man coverage are really a rhythm throw. You take your steps, you get the ball out, it's got to be in a good location. Quarterback and receiver on the same page there.
And this center down gets started from the 33, first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Going for it all. Catch and stride inside the 15. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ohio State. A lot of glorious days in the history of the Buckeyes, and this might put this guy right at the top of the list for a single game.
And that list of names is incredible. Like, we could go down the list of so many guys that have been such great playmakers, so dynamic. So to think about putting yourself in that category, we're going to be talking about winning trophies and this guy being an All-American by season's end.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Trying the left side. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Pressure coming. Hauls it in. Fouls through the defense. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Throwing right. It's gone. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And the Huskies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. Moving away from pressure. It's complete to the right. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. They'll run play action. Oh, they're after him! And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. He's looking to pass. Showing the arm strength to the left. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now in the same page.
The Buckeyes have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. They'll leave it with the lone back. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's McCullough. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Slings it. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Caught over the middle. It's Miller. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today. And we know if it gets close in the 4th quarter.
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Yeah, and how about this offense, man, putting another drive together, getting in the end zone. And here's the deal. Going on the road, handling these conditions in game 1, they've done a phenomenal job.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he's not going to take the touchback. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those...
Going downfield for the big play. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Bust through behind his pad. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception. This offense has it with really good field position. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Looking for the end zone. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day. A great day. They built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about...
A shot toward the end zone. Can't make the grab in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down. Doesn't convert this time.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Dead center perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UTEP is putting on a show offensively. They've built up a comfortable lead against an opponent that's really been outmanned. They're up by 28 over UNLV. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Takes the easy completion. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude...
He's going for a big play downfield. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Going to take a shot. Nearly another interception. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long. And that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming.
There he goes. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down. It's late in the 4th quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not a lot of defenders in the box. That's a great situation to try to run the ball.
Looking for his man. Working the middle. The jump plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. It's a draw. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the fourth quarter. Get your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Behind the chains now on second and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Facing a third down and short from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Back open in the middle. Oh, he got loose. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. They get a big win here and start the season